Hello everyone, I'm OUTLANDISHPIXEL, and it's the day before the release of Sunless Skies by Failbetter Games. I totally forgot I actually kickstarted this game, and I have been given access a day early. I think they're still fixing some bugs before the official release, but it's done and it's playable, so I thought I'd give it a go. This is kind of the sequel, but not quite, to a game called Sunless Seas. And it's kind of like based on a pen and paper RPG kind of setting, which is reminiscent of kind of like Lovecraft and has some of those kind of like themes and eeriness to it, like hard to explain really. It's not really something I'm totally familiar with, Lovecraftian kind of stuff, Cthulhu and all that, but this is basically, rather than being an underwater sea, this is space, but this is a train, so new game. Legacy, if you die, you can only continue with your captain. You die, you can reload and continue with your captain. Oh, shall we merciful legacy? No, we'll go legacy. I think that's how the original, or the last game played. Aim assist. Only if you play weapons towards the target. We'll leave everything like standard, basically. I want to play it as intended. I don't want things to be too simple for me. Oh, I got an achievement already. Look at that. Yeah, so the first game is in a world, an underwater sea, full of horrors, monsters, and just weirdness. And you were from, it's set kind of in the UK, I guess. I mean, London's in it. The whole thing's British. The log of Her Majesty's locomotive, the Orphean. March 14th, 1905. Our expedition to the domains of the dead has been eventful. The Orphean is damaged and grievously needs repairs and supplies. We are turning, in haste, to the Reach, where I hope to make port at New Winchester. May God be with us, for 1,000 deaths await in the sky. Final entry of Captain Amelia Charity Whitlock, TCM. Written shortly before her death. What a shame. So, I was kind of surprising that, based on the fact that people were stuck underground on this sea, we're now managing to get to space. That's crazy. I have no idea how far in the future it's supposed to be. Apparently it's 1905. Hey, we got a little train ship. Space train. Space train? We'll go with space train. Alright. So, yeah, it's a top-down game. You have returned to the Reach, an untamed sunless span of the heavens. London's new frontier, celestial garden run wild. I guess I'll just make my way along here. There we go. Dodge left. Right. Good to know. Your journey back from the Blue Kingdom was tumultuous. Tumultuous! That's the word. Locomotive is crippled and Captain Whitlock badly wounded. Oh, right, okay. I guess I'll be taken over from here. As first officer, the crew look to you. The nearest station is New Winchester. Can you get the Orphean there safely? Who knows? Probably not. Scavenge. Good to know. That's the thing I could do. Yeah, so rather than it being a ship, you've got a space train. Similar kind of concept by the looks of it. You've got some sort of fuel source, which is here. And then you've got supplies. And these will progressively go down. I'm not sure if this is going to be... oh, it looks like it's going down when I'm standing still. Okay. So supplies are going down in real time. Fuel will go down as I use it. Press F to send your scout out. Or supplies, well I guess we'll have to. We have no scout on board. Okay. Give the order for half rations to eke out the last of your supplies. Walls of the captain's cabin are lined with a hodgepodge of curios from across the sky. Captain Whitlock lies in bed. Black marks cover her skin like a monstrous brand. When she coughs, curls of acrid smoke pour from her lungs. Well, she's been spending too much time in a train, by the sounds of it. Locomotive's doctor attends her. Her lips are tight. Oh no, these are my options. The captain opens her eyes as you draw near. She attempts to smile. I guess I'll do that one. Her mouth is blistered from the blue fires that dance on her tongue. Her hand grips your arm. Her skin is hot as a kettle. Made arrangements. The Orpheum will be yours. Her voice is just a rasp of burned meat breath. But promise, she breaks off to scream a word in a language that was not made for human mouths. When she resumes speaking English, she is weaker. Her request little more than a gasp. Promise me one last service. Promise. I will. She sinks back relieved. All in my will, she gasps. Be a better. She breaks off as the sigils burn into her bones. The sigils burn into her bones, lair, growing cherry red through her flesh and skin. Better captain than I. The effort exhausts her. She sinks back into the scorched pillows and twisting frantic fever. You have a new accomplishment. The Orpheum. Yeah. My train now. Walls of the captain's cabin line with a hodgepodge. Oh, we read that bit already. Take my leave. Onwards! So yeah, this game has a lot of reading. Oh, we've got a fire. I'm trying to fire. Why can't I fire? Pressing the button. Pressing the button. I love the sounds. Like, sounds like a train, which makes no sense, but that's fine with me. Trying to fire. I don't seem to be able to fire. I guess I'm supposed to break through this, but I cannot do that. So maybe I've come across a bug? I have guns, right? Here's my hold. Huh. This... I've got an owl cyclops for some reason. Okay. Sure, this is my inventory, but I don't have a weapon. Well, I guess I'll go another way. Is there another way? So I have no scout. It wants me to do that as well. I may have come across a bug already. Quite possibly. Hang on. Oh, you my scout. Have I got to put you... I cannot change equipment unless I'm docked. Is this my scout? Yeah, but I don't have a scout. So I need to be able to equip you, but I can't equip you. Is this a dock? No. Huh. Oh, hang on. Right, I may have skipped something here. Here we go. The wreck hangs in the sky, poked of recent gunfire. You and the boarding party don your sky suits, garments of waxed canvas, lined with felt to protect against the cold of the sky. That sounds like a great idea. Let's go to the vacuum of space in felt. Two of the crew are whispering as they dress. What business does Captain Whitlock have in the Blue Kingdom anyway? Why the devil did we trespass on the districts of the dead? You silence him. Now is not the time. Leap across the wreck. We can just jump across, can we? I don't know how gravity works in this world. This universe, rather. You jump. Your stomach lurches with vertigo as the stars blaze above you and below. The air, the heavens is thin and torn by unpredictable winds. Then your boots hit the running... your boots hit the running board of the Ozymandias, and your leather-gloved hands fumble for a hold. When your companion throws you a line, you lash your two engines together, only then do the rest of the boarding party follow you. One then forces an open exterior hatch, and you clamber inside. I don't think we've developed enough to go to space yet, by the sounds of it. Her interior is cold, unlit, and whistles with wind. Yeah, there's lots of reading in this game. That's what it's about. There's a online version, well, an online world game called Fallen something. Fallen. Is it just called Fallen London? Something like that. And it is just all writing, basically. It's a text adventure thing. So that's where the writing comes from. It's very good, though. Like, it's really quite just like weird at times, and I love it. I played a bit of the other game. You make your way towards the hold, stepping over bodies. Unfortunately, your way is blocked. The bulkhead has been mangled inwards by a well-aimed barrage. Right. Strength test. You're part in a more precarious path. I'll do the precarious. Yes, success. Rest of the board and pipe follow you without enthusiasm. You recall the first time you climbed outside an engine, helping the captain fix a leak in an exterior pipe. The window shrieked, buffeting at you. You asked the captain what would happen if you slipped. You fall. Okay, but to where? She looked up and down and back. The sky's depths spiraled all around you. Away, she said, then you heard her fear. Back in the present, you tumble back in the Ozymandias through a shattered window. Your party spilling after you, glad to be back inside. You reach the hold, ruin the smashed cargo and supplies. Hopefully somewhere here you can find some parts to repair. Conduct a thorough search. 4 supplies and some hull. So we've fixed the hull a bit. So there's a long juddering creak, your boarding party exchanging nervous glances. From the chaos of its hold, you retrieve repairs and supplies. And a gun. And an educated bat. Okay. You can do this and the bat. Alright, I'll do both then. Let's put the gun on. 5 single shells. Let's put the bat on. And I have a bat. Press onto the engine room. You might find more fuel there. You abandon anything you have not yet claimed from the hold. I've got everything from the hold, haven't I? I've only got these 2 options. Let's go to the engine room. The wreck of the Ozymandias screeches as its metal buckles and tears. Oh, I'm pushing my luck. Should I go on alone? Gonna go on alone. In the nick of time. You search, and I will get some fuel. Lovely. I'm going to skip some of the text, because this is just like a preview of the game, really. I'm not going to do a full playthrough of this. Bit too much reading. I tried this with my Torment playthrough. I did stream quite a bit of it. It involved too much reading in the end. Right. Send the bat out. And it's back. Scout has relayed some findings. Now I can fire. Ooh. Scout's discovered something. See what it is. Open the chart. Just look on the compass. Okay. Let's have a look at that. Something over there. Okay. I'll make my way over there then once I blast through here. Ooh. It's going to take a moment to get used to these controls. It does have controller support. I'm using mouse and keyboard at the minute. Whoop. Whoop. Boom. Oh. What does that mean? You approach the buckled wreckage, poised to plunder the plunderers. Behind you, someone is humming a song of victory. Strip it for repairs. I don't need it though, because my hull is pretty intact. I'll raid the remains. Boy Empire returns with wallets and watches, cufflinks, lockets, keepsakes, and we have 36 sovereigns. Right. Now we want to get to a port, really, which I believe was this way. I feel like I'm butchering elements of the history of this game. You know, the fall in London, and oh, new achievement already. Fallen London and the Sunless Seas and the actual narrative element of the game, which is the primary focus. I feel like I'm not really doing it any justice. I do recommend you just want to, if you want to get an idea of what the bulk of the game is, what it's like, which is the narrative, you can try their web-based game for free. I'll put a link to it in the description, and just play through that a little bit, and it'll give you an idea of the writing style and the stories and what to expect. And that might be a good indication, you know, if you like that, whether you'd want to try this, or go to Sunless Seas if you prefer that kind of setting. And Sunless Seas is supposed to be more of the exploration kind of side of the same time and same world. This is a bit more outlandish, I think, going into space, obviously. There was no reference to space in Sunless Seas, as far as I remember. Right, arrive at New Winchester. You coast into the bustle, the din, the soot, and the steam of Wolvesey Station. It is clogged with other engines, scrappy mining locomotives from Lustrum Way, weathered explorers gleaming with frost, sleek company vessels with bright brass fittings. No sooner have you pulled into the sidings than a brusque... I've not seen that word before. Brusque, whatever. Station master bustles over. He requests to come aboard. I must speak with your captain, he insists, brandishing a ledger. The usual formalities. I shall look to the doctor, I suppose. Crew exchange, bleak, wordless looks. The Orphean itself feels suddenly more empty. The station master looks confused. You inform him that unfortunately Captain Whitlock has just passed. Ah, he says neutrally. Sorry to hear that. Very sad, very sad. Waits what he considers an appropriate minute and a half before continuing. Alas, even amidst tragedy, the cogs of bureaucracy must turn. Captain Whitlock is deceased. The station authority require their answers from the first officer. He dons a set of spectacles and locates his pen. It will be relatively painless. Name, background, purpose of visit, etc. Shall we begin? Okay, character creation. So here's an RPG, I guess. Right, what kind of captain am I gonna be? Today, London lies between stars. A new empire unfolds across the heavens. But 10 years ago, before the Northern Gate was opened, before the renowned Empress led her people into the skies, it lay in a vast cavern far beneath the earth. Deep, dark, marvellous. Who was I in the Sunless Seas world? Street urchin. I begin with high veils, skill of evading and deceiving. Soldier, we begin with high iron, skill of confronting and overcoming. A poet. High hearts, a skill of convincing and enduring. Academic, high mirrors, a skill of investigating and deducing. A priest, high hearts. A sailor, high iron. Yeah, ministry auditor, high mirrors, so repetition of the skills, but there are different starts. So I wonder how that will come into play at some point. No doubt it will. I don't know if what do I want to do? How do I want to play this? I mean, I guess every time you die it's like a rogue, like in a way. Every time you die, you start again with the same stuff. I think. You probably lose some money or something, and then you inherit the ship, so you can kind of keep playing, but you also restart. So I guess each captain you could play differently, I suppose. Great. What do I want to do? I think I like the idea of investigating, but Ministry Auditor sounds pretty naff, doesn't it? Maybe I'll be an academic. Okay. You're an academic, perhaps you're educated at one of the esteemed colleges of Benthwick or Somerset. Perhaps you taught yourself. Try and error and grit. Let's increase the... right, so now we can increase the other skills a bit. If I want to. I don't feel like I want to really do anything combat related, but this might not relate to combat. Confrontational dialogue, more so. But I think I'll do that. We'll go with that, yeah. Right, my ambition. Right. Wealth, you want a comfortable retirement. To win. Oh, this is the victory conditions. To win, get a substantial retirement fund. Acquire lodgings at her port and retire. So there's no, like, final boss. It's not that kind of game, I guess. I mean, Sunless Seas wasn't like that, although I never finished it. So I don't know if there is a proper ending of sorts. Gather stories of your exploits and write about them in New Winchester. That's a bit more vague about what I have to achieve to win. Or the truth. Be warned, this is a demanding ambition. Best played by a lineage that has already completed Wealth of Fame. Interesting. I'm not so interested in wealth. I do like the idea of that, but maybe I'll go with fame. I feel like this is the best way to explore the world and uncover secrets, perhaps, and then move on to the truth. So we'll go with that. Oh, now I can make silhouette. Oh, we want a hat, don't we? What kind of hat are we having? I mean, what hat says train driver? That's more like ticket inspector. I guess that's more like a captain. Yeah, let's get some glasses on there. We'll go with a that nose, sure. Probably go back to the beard. Go with that beard. Outfit. I mean, this really doesn't matter, does it? Do that. Term of address. Secretary, intendant, nurse, comrade, brother, sister, reverend. What should I be? I guess I'm an academic, aren't I? I'll be professor. Captain Professor. Sure. Alderdice. Oh no, I just want a randomized name. Oh! I just saw Monty. I quite like that. We'll go with Monty. Administrator Monty. Principal Monty. Professor Monty is our name. Alright. Continue. Oh, more stuff. Alright, no, this is all about us then. We're an academic. We like practical sciences. We want fame, and we are called Monty. Size 17 iron, 10 heart, 25... is that veils? I can't remember now. No tooltips, not telling me. And then 10 thievery, whatever that is. Now that's veils, I think, and that's... oh, I can't remember what it's called. Anyway, let's just start. Another achievement already. Wow. Oh no, it's achievement progress. Right, 3 weeks passed. This morning, Captain Whitlock received a simple memorial service. Her body was consigned to a necropolis train bound for the Serene Mausoleum. Now you sit with a handful of her relatives in the threadbare offices of her solicitors. Methodical notary is reading the will. The captain was a wealthy one, but squandered her capital on the mysterious expenses before expedition to the Blue Kingdom. Listen to the end. The captain's relatives, from whom she was mostly estranged, are clearly wondering why you're here. Just read this advice. In addition to ordinary crew, you now have an officer, perhaps a mascot. You need to formally appoint them before you can benefit from their skills. To do this, operate the officers' panel. Scout. Oh, that's a previous piece of advice. Yep. In a final codicil, the notary announces Captain Whitlock confirmed that possession of the Orpheum was to pass to first officer. Appears that you with dry grey eyes. This includes a certain black box contained in the Orpheum's hold. Captain Whitlock's final request was, at a time of your choosing, that you transport the box to an address in London. And to an address card and deposit it there. You are not to look inside. She gave no explanation. Oh, mysteries. That's it, Captain. You're now the Orpheum is yours. Yes. Right. First things first. Let's look at this box. You can investigate the box in New Winchester. Well, I shall be doing that. I could be selling. No, I don't want to sell it. I need to know what's in it. You have been bequeathed a large black box that's somehow in this envelope. And 100 bucks. Nice. Right. Now, so when you're in a port, this is similar to Sunless Seas. There's a few things you could do. I remember in the first game you could do like one action or something like at a time. It kind of limits the amount of things you can do. Like I imagine if I explore the city, it might only let me do one thing or something. So, for example, here, right, here's option unlocked when you do not have a trading opportunity. So if I was to have a trading opportunity, I wouldn't be able to choose this option anymore. So yeah, it's very much a text narrative-driven game. That's not your thing, then you probably won't enjoy this, because in all honesty, the actual moving around, controlling and the combat of your ship in the first game was arguably the weakest part, and I'm not gonna presume this will be the same, but it's a very similar looking game, and you know, control wise it feels very similar. So just a heads up, really. I guess so. We'll look at trading opportunity. Visit the Promise of Days, one of the options. Portrait at the station advises you visit a nearby pub. Promise of Days. Right, go to the pub. Find some rumours. Standard. I like it. Let's do it. Right. So I could inquire about the Winchester War. I'll do that. I'm asking random people, I guess. The slow-building war for the Reach forms the backdrop to the daily life in New Winchester. Citizens wishing to keep up with developments in the war turn to the New Gazette. It is famously the only paper worth reading in New Winchester, as well as the only paper that hasn't bankrupted itself. Its quality speaks for itself. So there's a war going on. I don't really know anything about this war. So I can read about political situation here. Why not? Lay of the land. Assembly runs New Winchester from Victory Hall. Seeks to strengthen its hand in the Reach. London's proxy, the Windward Company, however, maintaining considerable presence in the Reach. Well, New Winchester is at neutral ground. Tensions are mounting within and without the port. So, I guess London is one side of the war, and whatever the assembly is the other. And Windward is obviously doing, you know, fighting for London on London's behalf. Okay, I've read that, I guess. I did read that, right? The current political... Yeah. I feel like a little indicator that I've just read that would be useful. I know I'm rushing through it, and maybe if I'd, like, spent my time carefully reading it, then I probably would immediately recognize I'd read that. But it just... In a wall of text, you need a little bit of help sometimes, I think, especially if you're not used to this kind of format. Search the New Gazette for your... Alright, is anyone talking about me? No, no one's talking about me. I haven't done anything yet. And I can't read the latest news. Or maybe I did read the latest news. I didn't read the latest news. I did not read the latest news, but that is locked for some reason. Maybe because there are no developments. So perhaps not. No, I want to go to the pub. Visit the pub. Alright, introduce myself to some captains. 4 are gathered at the usual table: the mass citizen, a libertine, a polymath, a pioneer of the neo-nocturnal artistic school, bedeviled didact, a scholar haunted by his discoveries, the plucky baroness, explorer, collector, oh my god, Spatchcocker Meg, who hunts monsters. Oh, Spatchcocker, that's a great name. The writing's so like ridiculous, and all these names and stuff. I wonder if they had like a generator which throws some things out when they need it. Of course, everything out here is jolly dangerous, says the Baroness. Few risk the skies, so news of distant ports is valuable. Collect port reports from the places you visit. Port reports, they were in Sunless seas. And deliver them to Victory Hall, our company house. The more you turn it once, the more you pay. So you go somewhere, do a port report, You learn about things, and then that gets you some income if you bring that report back. Look for other opportunities on the way. Alright. So, what about trade? Ah, the Didact says, fiddling with his innumerable talismans, an essential to topic. Make slides you a stool, the captain shuffle around and make room. Masses and buys you a drink of their own invention. It is violet and foggy. Plucky Baroness gives you a brisk, encouraging grin. Ask away! Okay. So, we can ask about markets, how to buy and sell goods, where might you learn of prospects. And then here is an actual prospect. We'll ask about bargains, where you could buy goods cheaply. And, oh, more, bloody hell, there's loads of things. I'll go through these really quickly, because I want to be able to move somewhere else and then finish the video. Alright, well, you can buy and sell. Good, alright. Prospects. Biggest port in each region is a bazaar where captains do business, which is where we are now, I guess. Accept prospects in the bazaars at major ports. You can settle to 4 at once. You may review and abandon them on the locomotive screen. Okay, that's great. What about bargains? Find bargains at minor ports bazaar. Bargains of finite supply and duration. Click on the port on your map to see if new bargains appeared. Okay. And how to expand prospects and bargains available. As your captain increases in level, your affiliations increase. They will unlock more rewarding is the word. Bargains and prospects. Affiliations will allow your next captain to inherit certain resources. Interesting. Alright, let's get this prospect. An opportunity. The host at Magdalen's needs an urgent delivery seeds. Great. Paying a pretty penny too. If I were you, I'd get to the bazaar straight away, put my mark against it. Broken Port Avon is selling cheap seeds. Chirpy chap. God knows why. Port Avon lies to the south. South-southeast. And Magdalen lies to the west. Okay. Right, let's go. Let's bid them goodbye. Onwards! An opportunity, the fastidious inspector. I guess someone is stopping me in the street. Excuse me, Captain. A woman pushes through the crowd towards you. She's short and square-shouldered in a neat black suit and polished shoes. She shows you the case of her pocket watch. Is embossed with the crown and hourglass of London's Horological Office. The body responsible for enduring time is consistent across the empire. Hoping to book passage to Port Prosper. I could pay. Yeah, you can come to Port Prosper. Thank you. Locomotive was almost broke down. Blah blah blah. Prosper lies in northwestern New Winchester. Not that there is such thing as north, south, east, or indeed west out here. Instead, London cartographers picked 4 the brighter, more reliable stars visible from the Empress New Palace and named them north, east, south, and west. Good. Right, that's in the opposite direction I was gonna go. But I think I'll still do it. Bear in mind, fuel is a thing. It's not like I can just like accept every quest and go off and do them all with no repercussions. Fuel is something I need to think about. So I'll probably buy some more before I leave. For your ambition, the Sunless Sky. So maybe this is like another main story quest I can instigate. I might come back and do that. I can hire crew. Recruit this driver. Let's look at my officers. Right. So I got my my owl as my scout currently. I'll keep my owl. Why not? So where's crew? Do I not have crew? I guess I don't have crew. Can't do anything. So maybe there is no crew. Should we get a driver then? Allow driver to join your crew. I specialize in test driving. Look at zone quieter. You'll get a chief engineer who will increase your iron by 6, hearts by 2, affiliations by 1. How much is it going to cost me? 20. Sure. There we go. Right. Okay. I've recruited a driver. Onwards. Good. I thought I was going to have to pilot this whole thing on my own. So, we've got a quest. Should we have a very quick look at... Where's the bazaar then? Where is the bazaar? I do not know where the bazaar is. There's no option here. Do I have to do it from my hold? No. Let's investigate the black box. You know what? I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to come back to that. I might just do this one quest. I can't even see how you go shopping. Because there is no option here. There's no bazaar. Huh. Oh, hang on. Oh. Oh, there we go. It's there. Why does that disappear? Why isn't that just... It should always be there, surely. Seems silly. Alright, we'll go to shops then. Bazaar! Okay. Sees Magdalene. Right. Host ones of the 3 sacks of seeds. You'll pay 80 sovereigns. They will pay 80 sovereigns for each. New prospects available in 30 days. So I'll claim that one. So that's my seeds. 5 crazy munitions. Well, I guess I'll just do that one as well. Alright. Let's go to the market. We are going to get... I mean, we might find some fuel on the way. But I'm going to pick up a couple more. Or maybe I should get one fuel... supplies as well. We'll go with that. And let's crack on. Let's have a quick look at the chart. So, those quests, where were they? Journal. So, if we get the... that's the trading opportunity. That's the box. Well, what about the, Oh, here you go. Northwest. We'll do that first. Alright. We'll do that, and then I'll leave it at that. So in Sunless Seas, you have to stick in the light. You had a lamp, and you have to stick in the light because your crew would slowly go mad. Your terror is here, so at the minute I'm not scared at all. But you would slowly go crazy. And it was easier, well, it's better for you if you stayed in the light. And you had a lamp, but that burned your fuel. Here's Victory Hall. Let's go to dock here. Okay, let's visit here. What can I do? I think, oh, so this is where I've got a... Take my port reports, I think it said. Yeah, right. So this is where I bring my port reports. So I'm going to leave that for the minute, and we'll just crack on. What's this over here? Company house. Oh, got to back up. Not controlling this very well. Get in there. You docking or... There we go. Local headquarters of the Winwood Company. We're going to avoid that for now. I've got a chart, see where we're going. So it was northwest, so maybe around here. Now I can send out my owl. It will... Oh, what's that? Send out an owl, but it will cost supplies. Let's see what this light is. Oh, the lighthouse, I guess. Reichstad. Lots of creepy stuff going on in the darkness of space out there. Right, now our terror is going up a bit. I think it's further away from civilization you are, you'll start to get nightmares and stuff. And it's very much a eldritch kind of thing, I guess. A Lovecraft kind of thing. The music's lovely, I have to say. I mean, I think this game makes a terrible YouTube video, but it's... I feel like this could be quite an interesting game to get lost in, you know. Oh, despite proximity to New Winchester, marauders prowl these glades to demonstrate their defiance. Okie dokie. I quite like that. I like the journal entries that just appear. What's all this? Oh, no. Don't hit the glowing meteor thing. Asteroid, rather. Havenwoods. A dock here? Nope, I'm going to hit that. Where am I now? You know, I've totally forgotten where I was even going. Standard. Port Prosper, was it? I wonder if I've gone too far, maybe. Got to keep an eye on the fuel and supplies all the time. Let's send the owl out. Owl's gaze baleful as it delivers its report. It's not pleased, I may... Yeah, well, if I was an owl, I wouldn't be pleased if I had been thrown into space either. Okay, so there's an eye there, and there's a diamond there, whatever that means. Wonders. I found a wonder. Wonders immediately lower terror when you draw near them. Sometimes it's worth taking a detour. Okay. Right. Random events. These happen as well when you're in the darkness of space. A fastidious inspector approaches you in a galley. Captain, good day. I notice your ship's clock has stopped. Perhaps you'd permit me to repair it. She has a little case of tools and a hopeful expression. Sure. She gives a grateful flicker and a smile and sets to work. Soon she has the back off the clock and has spread tiny cogs across the galley table. Obscure horological tools gleam brassily among them. Everything has a place. I appreciate the opportunity to keep myself busy. Stones along the stars is harmful to the temperament. Okay. Now, oh, just a chance to talk to her. Inquire about her work. Okay. You've heard the Empress awards her favourites with gifts of years to extend their lives. I can ask about that. Okay. Sure. Compliment her skills. What's this going to do? Unlock to a new fastidious inspector. Thank you. It's possible inspector is pleased. It's rather hard to tell. Okie dokie. I haven't asked her about the war, sure. If I wasn't doing a video, I would be reading this in more detail. Oh, she's asking where my sympathies lie. Alright, maybe I better read this. There are those who feel that London is a long way away and that they do a better job of governing themselves. Frontier attracts independent spirits. We call them Tacites for the hobnail boots that so practical are here. London, unsurprisingly, disagrees. Women Company earnestly represents Her Majesty's interests in the region. Sometimes very earnestly, indeed. The Tacites call London loyalists stovepipes for our hats, I suppose. She'll always look at you. And you, Captain, where do your sympathies lie? Oh, should I go with her? I don't know why. I mean, I guess I could lie to her. I don't really have any kind of feelings yet about either side. Just for our hats. I'll go with London. Glad to hear it. Alright, that bothers her, apparently. Discuss the reach. She misses Albion. Okay. Discuss suns. Let's discuss some suns. Okie dokie. Ask for news of London. Sure. Are we done? I guess we're done. Okie dokie. Well, alright, so here's a wonder. It is totally healed. Is that a rat with goggles on? Seems to be. Let's head maybe up round this way and go towards that diamond. That looks like a bad guy. Maybe not, maybe not, maybe not. Looks in danger. Are you damaged? You alright, mate? You okay? Can I, like, board this? I guess I'll leave it alone. Looks damaged, but I can't interact with it in any way. I guess I won't. I don't know if that's the AI or if it's supposed to be knackered. I don't know. Seems odd. Let's go around this way. Still no sign of the port that we are heading towards, or should be heading towards. I think we're probably... Where was it? Oh, there's exclamation marks here. What's that? There's text under that there, so I can't... Blue... Oh, that's Blue Kingdom. Oh, right, that's Blue Kingdom. That's where we came from at the beginning of the game. I mean, I don't want to get too far into this because I'm aware... I feel like this is the kind of game that'd be really boring to watch. And I just want to give a little taste of it, considering it's kind of spacey. These look like bad guys. They are indeed. See if we can take these guys out. We'll do a bit of combat before we finish this. So is that our heat? We get a few shots off. Damn it. Well, the AI here seems a bit naff. Heat bar's full. Can't use lateral thrusts. Oh shit. Whoa! Got a few early shots off anyway. Oh! Oh yeah. Gotta make every shot count. Doing it so far. No work. Nice. Don't want to overheat because not having lateral thrust is going to cause some issues. But hey, it was a bit weird at first. I think the AI was a bit screwed up there. So let's board this ship. Oh, we found someone. This will begin a short quest. We'll do it. We'll bring this guy on board. Gotta go Magdalene's. Sky Maddened Captain. I now have a tale of terror. Lovely. Should we strip it of materials? Now we'll loot the hold. There's a jewelry box here. I now have one uncanny specimen. Lovely. A corpse. Delicious. Go back towards this. We'll go to the hold again. Distressingly odoured barrel. I got another specimen. Gotta love my specimens. Alright. To be honest, I'm going to leave it there. I think you get a good idea of what this game's going to entail. The idea of exploring this place, finding weird stuff, is the kind of thing that interests me. Like, the text is going to get potentially a bit tedious at times, but yeah, I'm looking forward to giving it a go. Yeah, I did like the first one, so I'm looking forward to getting engrossed in this. Alright, thank you very much for watching this space-ish related game. Yeah, if you like this video or not, like or dislike, and even subscribe if you fancy it. That'd be nice. Put the bell on and all that kind of stuff so you know when new videos come out. I'm gonna try and do more videos at the moment because, well, I've just got a bit of free time, and I'm trying to, you know, I may come back to Elite at some point if that's what you're here for. I may come back to it, but at the minute I just kind of want to try other things. Yeah, so anyway, I'm gonna go. Stop rambling. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the black.